Hey everyone, welcome to Write Your Way, a podcast for all things reading and writing. I'm MK.
And I'm Kai, and today we're happy to have you on our first ever episode.
This is wild. We have been
Mm-hmm.
talking about doing this for like months now, I feel like,
Yeah.
and it's finally happening.
Yeah, finally. Just had some bumps in the road, but we're here. We're here now.
Bumps, babies, writing,
Baby
it's fine.
bumps.
Literally. For those who are listening and do not know, I'm MK Ahearn. I'm the author of the Fate of Azala series, which is Promise Shadows and Crown Light. I like to call it epic fantasy, but if epic fantasy was a quick read. My other series is The Elemental Arrangement, which is more well known. It includes Broken Flames, which is a Zutara inspired romantasy with dragons.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, for those of you who don't know me, I have two pen names, which is chaotic in and of itself. I write under Kai Venn. I write fantasy. I'm most well known probably for Justice and Magic, which is Harry Potter meets Zodiac Academy. A little bit of spice in there. It's fine. And then I also write romance under Vera Kane, and I'm most known for Entangled, which is if Rapunzel was retold as a mafia romance, and I would not let my mother read that one. It's very spicy, but
It's like 3 to 4 peppers on the spice pepper scale,
I
I
had
feel like.
my I had my hardcover sitting out today, and my father-in-law came over, and I was like, please don't even flip through it. Like, don't look at it. Oh,
Every time I
I
write
like,
spice, I like literally tell my mom, I'm like, I'm just gonna like white out the scenes and then give you the book.
I literally blocked him on TikTok because I don't want him to see my videos because he's on my Kai Ben
Oh my
TikTok, and
gosh.
I'm like, you can't be on my Vera one. No, no, no.
Like, no, no, no. It's a little too spicy.
Yeah, just a little too much. My mom thought Verity was spicy, which is who I dedicate Entangled to. I'm like, Mom,
Oh,
you
I love that.
literally thought Verity was Entangled. Like, goodbye.
I feel like Kai and I have a very interesting backstory of how we became friends. We have been friends for a couple years now, and we pretty much became friends because I slid into Kai's DMs asking her to teach me everything there is about being an author, which bless her for even entertaining the idea. Because now I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not have time to teach someone everything there is. I feel like I cannot believe that.
It's been so long, and I seriously remember making you graphics, and I would like to just give it. What am I trying to say? I would just like to take the credit for your book cover because I was the one that told you to change it.
Yes, yes. I do remember that. I remember
I
like having one and sending in, you're like, this isn't it. This
I'm like
isn't it.
I'm like, how do I nicely tell her like this ain't it? Like,
Is it raining
so
where you are?
yeah, can you hear it?
Yeah, okay. I thought I was going crazy.
Trying to like turn my microphone so you can't pick it up, but no, it's hitting off of my AC unit outside, so it's very
Oh,
loud.
at first I
Yeah.
was like, what is that? It's
Yeah.
rain. That makes
It's
sense.
rain. I literally was swimming in the pool with Tessa earlier and now it's thunderstorming, so that's cool.
Oh no. Ugh, I hate thunderstorms. I feel like every time they happen here, my new house that we moved into, they just seem so much louder in this house. Like it's like thunder and the house is like shaking, I swear. Which sounds
That's
so
how our house
dramatic.
is. No, but that's how our house is. It's like an older house. It's probably like 50s and it's so loud. I'm in the attic too, so crazy
That
loud.
that would yeah, I can
Yeah.
imagine. But yeah, sorry for derailing, but yeah, we've been friends for a while and only recently met in person, which is so
Yep.
exciting. And now I feel like I can't get rid of you the rest of the year because I'm seeing you so many more times.
No, I'm literally like you're not allowed. I no. I'm literally
Yep.
probably staying at your parents' house in September. Like there's no getting rid of me. Like our kids are going to be best friends like
Oh yeah. You're probably coming to
Yeah.
stay with me for my baby's first birthday, like
Yep. Like, you're stuck with me now. There's no getting rid of me.
exactly. Yeah, I literally told Sam, who is my husband, I was like, listen, Ollie's gonna be like Tessa's little like baby boyfriend. Like, like at this point,
Yes.
I'm setting them up. Like, we're just gonna be family for life. It's fine.
Yes. Forever. It's arranged marriage, you know, it's fine.
It's fine. We're writers. Like, it's fine.
We're good. It's just a marriage of convenience, but it's convenient for us. Like,
Literally. People are gonna be like, you guys are nuts. Like, it's
sorry
fine.
about you. I mean, they would have grown up together. I'm best friends with, you, so I'm not getting involved with any crazy mother-in-law, so
Exactly.
they're
Yeah,
just gonna have to
it
love
would
each
work
other.
out. Yeah, and then we can have like family vacations. It's fine.
Yes, yes. And we can put them on the business. Like, just write it
Yeah,
off on taxes.
they're gonna be our
Yeah.
littlest employees.
Yep. Yep. Already causing chaos.
Yeah, but yeah, they're gonna work for Azala Press. It's fine.
Yes.
We both work for Azala Press. We kind of started it together. That's
Yeah.
how this all came to be. That's how this podcast came to be.
Yep.
But for those who are listening, Azala Press is a small publishing house. It was started by indie authors, which are us, and we started off as doing anthologies, which raise money for charity, and those have been super successful. And we have had authors begging us to open submissions, which for a while I was very hesitant about because like I don't know if I'm like official enough that I can do that. Like that feels like a really big step. And
Yeah.
just recently we opened up submissions. We have been heavily fantasy focused, but we just launched our romance imprint. So now we are taking on romance queries and it is just been so exciting. Like meeting all these authors and stuff. I don't know about you, but I have been just so impressed by like the author community and people's queries and manuscripts. Like it is so much fun.
It's crazy how many manuscripts are sitting out there and like authors that are in. I cannot even speak. Hold on. It's crazy how many authors are out there with manuscripts that are literally fantastic and they're too afraid to like query it and then they give it to us and it's just like mind-blowing some of these queries that we've gotten. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
crazy that some of them are their debuts and they're better than like my third book. Like
I was thinking about that the other day, like how the manuscript I'm reading, which I can't like tell people whose or what it is, but I'm like reading it and I'm like, I don't understand how this isn't like mega viral, like popular
yeah.
fantasy book because it's becoming one of my favorite stories ever. And I'm here sitting here like, oh my gosh, the setting gives me like this one popular series vibe and then like the writing is comparable to this really popular author. I'm like, I don't know how this person has been discovered yet.
I'm the same way about the one that I'm reading, but I literally, like, if she listened to this podcast, she would probably know because I have blown up her Instagram DMs like, ma'am, I need you to stop hurting my feelings because it's so good. It's so good. I wish I could talk about it more, but I can't.
We're sitting here like, if that one author is listening, just be prepared. Azala Press might be in your DMs.
I feel like that's like I feel like that's a good sign. Like if we hit up your DMs,
Yeah.
like there's a pretty good chance that we're gonna be meeting and talking to you about publishing your book. But
Oh, definitely. Like we try our hardest to follow a very like standard professional like do what the market's doing, but at the same time like we're indie authors, we're
yeah,
readers. We get really passionate about these things and a lot of times like I'm one of those people who loves to give like reactions as I read and so
yeah,
many times I have been tempted to like DM the author and be like, "Look, I'm obsessed. Like you I just need to tell you this."
I slid right into the author's DMs and I was like, "Listen, Linda, like I am obsessed with this. Like, please." And I do that in the Word document that I have too. I put so many comments in there. I'm like, listen, Linda, you are changing my life.
Changing my life. I do that. I like mark down everything that I'm like, I'm obsessed with this. Like, I need to talk to them about this. Like
Yeah,
these poor
no.
authors.
I just straight up just blow her DMs up. She thinks I'm probably like ghosting her right now, but honestly, I'm just taking my time reading this.
You're like, I don't want it to be over.
No, and I'm such a mood reader too, so
That's fair. That's why I usually have like three manuscripts I'm reading at once because I'm like, I have to bounce between because if I focus on one, like 9 out of 10 times I might end up DNFing because I'm like, if I'm mood reading and I don't
yeah.
want to read it, like it's not happening.
No, that's why I have. Well, we'll talk about that later. I have a lot of books I'm reading right now.
Save them for the end.
Yeah, just wait till the end. I'll get into that later.
Fine. We have a lot of upcoming projects with Azala Press too, I feel like right now. Ones that we can talk
Yeah.
about, thankfully.
Yeah. Yep.
Um our biggest one right now is probably we have your special edition that is dropping what, next week? Like that's so soon.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
oh, maybe I
Is
need
that
to
what
look,
we
what, like
decided?
5 days away? I don't know. I don't even remember now. I
Dude, I
have so many
forget. Let me
dates
look.
just floating in my brain, like I'm like,
And we text
let me
so
see.
often that it's gonna be so
I
hard for me to find.
I was trying to find something. I was trying to find what time we were going to record this podcast today, and I had to search like so many key terms in my messages because I was like, we have texted so much today, I cannot even find what time I'm supposed to be meeting with you.
Hold on. Hold on, I gotta try to find it.
I swear, I feel like it's like July 19th. So maybe by the time this goes up, it might already be out.
Oh, I feel like you're right. I feel like you're right. Hold on.
That date sounds significant.
It does sound significant, doesn't it?
I swear we're really organized people, except for with our own publishing schedules.
I don't even want to talk about it.
It's fine. It's fine. It happens.
I'm pretty sure, yes. I'm pretty sure we chose the 19th.
I think we did too.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so
So it
that's
might
one
already be out.
project. Yeah, it
That's
might
just
already be out. Yeah, that's one. The other big project we have this month is Rachel Tork's book that we picked up, These Fates That Bind Us. It is book one of the Evening Star saga. It is so good. It is relaunching on July 26th. I like to call it an Akatar hangover cure. I swear. It is like this cute little like fantasy romance read. It's quick and it's like if you read through any of Sarah J. Maas's ginormous series and end up with a hangover, read this book. Like just pick this up. It will hit every little spot, every little trope you want. It has such cute little like lines. It has such unique magic. Am I
Hold
selling
on.
it for you?
I'm gonna go add it to my library right now.
Yeah,
Cause
go at it.
cause spoiler alert, I have not read it.
You should.
That's so terrible of me. Who am I?
It's really good. I mean, also you have like a million manuscripts you're in charge of reading, and like the way we do it at Azala Press is that those of us who work for Azala Press, which there's a few of us, it's in addition to me and Kai, we split up the manuscripts and then we kind of come together and talk about it, vote on it, and if the person who's talking about what they read and stuff pitches it and everyone else is really excited about it, that's when we extend an offer to an author. I feel like it's really fun hearing these behind the scenes because I know before I even started Azala Press, like I had no idea how any of this stuff worked.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm sure it's so different for other publishing houses, but like if you're ever thinking about querying to us, that's kind of how our process goes.
Yeah. I just realized that it's not even on Kindle Unlimited yet because we have not relaunched it yet.
You're literally like, let me go read it. It's not out. You have to wait.
Who let me be in charge of a brain? I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
It happens. It happens. It's fine. You got a lot going on up there.
I have a lot. Okay. We'll talk about something else first, and then I'll tell you what my struggle today has been.
All right. Our other projects that are coming out in August are we have the relaunch of The Phoenix Keeper in the City of the Sun by Margarita Artista, and her special edition is beautiful. It is so good. If you have not seen it, go to our Instagram and look at it because it is you have to. You just have to. Trust me. Just trust me.
It. I think about that cover like at least once a day. Like I dream about that cover. It
So
is
good.
so gorgeous.
Like
Literally
Leah
so
did such a
gorgeous.
good job. Like shout out to Leah. If Leah ever listens to this podcast, your art
We
is
love you.
amazing. We love you. We are
We
obsessed
love
with
you in this
you.
household.
Literally. And then
She's amazing.
our last thing that's coming out in August is The Wings of the Ancient anthology. It is a dragon themed anthology. I can't even talk. It is a dragon themed anthology that benefits Room to Read, which is a literary literacy. Whoa! Who let me have a microphone? Literacy charity. This just goes downhill real fast.
Oh, it's we're fine. We're good.
Is that?
We're vibing.
But yeah, that comes out August 13th. Me and Kai both have stories in it, and it's gonna be a fun time.
We both have stories in it, but I am such a complicated mess that I decided to change. I decided to change the name of my female main character at the very last possible minute, so I can't be trusted with anything.
It's fine. I need to change that before they go like out. The arc readers have the wrong name because you told me after that, so there's gonna be like a solid good chunk of people who are like, I swear this story, the name used to be something else.
There's no one to blame but myself, but also at the same time, the name sounds so familiar
They
that
do.
I could probably get away with it.
Yeah,
I could
no,
probably get away with it.
they have like the same like vibe, letters, like syllables, like it's
Yeah,
fine.
I feel like I could get away with it. I mean,
Yeah, you...
arcs are, what is it called? They're subject to change.
yeah. Exactly.
So,
And by change, you mean change the entire for
the
the character's
literally
name, like
everything.
yeah. Subject to change, changing entire story.
Listen,
It's fine. It
it's
happens.
it's all right. I hope that it still makes sense within my new outline.
I feel like it will. I think it will.
I hope so. It's meant to just be
I
like a bonus scene.
yeah.
And I feel like I could easily work that in. You still get like the enemies to lovers kind of vibes. So,
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be alright.
You're good. You're fine.
Yeah. I,
We'll
I'll
make
be
it fine. Yeah, we'll make it fine. It's fine.
We'll be good.
Yeah. I feel like on top of that, our next exciting project would be for Azala Romance. You have Yours to Take coming out, which I feel like we need to
Yeah.
give them the little pitch for it because I am so excited
Yes.
for this.
Why? Tell me why it's been so long since I've literally looked at it that I'm sitting here like, what's it about? No, I'm just kidding.
Like, which book is that again?
Which one? It is a Ghostface inspired serial killer romance. He is a, what's it called? A vengeance vigilante. So I don't know if this is a spoiler or not. I'll let you be the judge of this. He basically is avenging his sister, who was murdered. He is like basically cleaning up the streets of thugs and criminals and stuff during nighttime. He's kind of like Batman. Um,
Batman. Batman meets Ghostface. That's the tagline right there.
literally, where is it? You got Batman right here.
Oh, do you? Oh my gosh. For those listening and can't see, she's sitting in a Batman chair.
I am. I'm sitting in a Secret Lab Batman chair.
I love it.
But it's spicy. He would burn down the world for the female love interest. Oh, I'm very excited. We got a nickname in there too. I mean, we got spicy art. I'm so excited.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about that spicy art. I remember which one you're talking about now.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You haven't posted that, right?
No. I have
Okay.
not. I might have sent it to my newsletter subscribers, but my father-in-law came over today and he was like, I'm more of a like picture book type of guy. You got any picture books? And I wanted to be like, no,
Nope.
sir, I can't show you that.
That's
No.
so funny. Oh my gosh. Any picture, but it's like, definitely
But
not.
it's coming out on September 19th, which is actually Billy Loomis's birthday, and I did that on purpose.
That's so
So,
cool. Wait, what? I did not know that. I
yeah.
didn't even like put two and two together. That's so
Yeah.
smart.
Cuz I was like, I was like, I really want to pick kind of like a significant day in the franchise. That way it kind of makes sense. Because I
Yeah.
just got into the Scream movies like a couple years ago because I've always been a weenie when it comes to scary movies. So it's my favorite slasher film slash horror movie franchise. So I made my husband watch
I
all of them.
I love them. I mean I've showed you before, like my sister bought me the little like ghost face tote bag and like
Yeah.
it's so cute. But I get so like into deep rabbit holes on TikTok and Instagram of the people who are like super into dark romance and make
Mm-hmm.
like the ghost face mask like they do all the little what is it called? Like why can't I think of the word? Like like they're very spicy videos. Like
Thirst traps?
yes, that's the word. Thirst traps. We're learning something new here. Yes, they make thirst trap videos, and
Yeah.
there's like guys who do it, there's girls who do it, and I fall down like a rabbit hole every time I see one, and they're so good. And every time I see them now, I'm like, this is the vibe to get people
Hold
to
on. You
read
got
your
so
book.
excited I Hold on. You got so excited I lost you.
Oh no, that's not good. Yes. For for our listeners, we just had like a nice 10-minute pause because my internet decided to crash completely. So if we're picking up on a place that makes no sense, I'm so sorry. But we were talking about Ghostface thirst traps and how we're gonna use them to promote
I mean,
yours to take. Listen, imagine if we got yours to take in the hands of like the influencers whose content is that. That right there
there's
might be
this one
genius.
guy. There's this one guy. I forget who he is, but there is that book. I think it's like a controversial book, actually. But there's a book called Scream for Us, I think. And I
Oh,
think it's like.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
And I saw a dude from. He is like. He's thirst trapping from that book, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. What the I don't know, dog. I'm gonna have to like come back to that when my brain is not.
I think
But
the
that's what I
book,
saw.
I feel like the book wasn't controversial. I think it was the narrator, right?
Is either the narrator or the author? Like there was some kind of drama about it where
I remember this coming up on like book talk. I mean, I haven't read the book, so I have no idea, and I do not know what the drama was, but I remember seeing that there was something out there.
if I remember right, I gave it 3 stars, but I'm pretty sure it's like all spice, no plot. And it's very Halloweeny. So, like, I'm pretty sure there's Michael Myers, there's
Okay.
Scream slash Ghostface, and then there's like a third guy. I think. Like, I think it's 3 guys, 1 girl.
I think you're right. I feel like I've seen the
I
artwork for
think.
it.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute, and I haven't read the like sequel. Apparently, this is like the
Hmm.
little novella, and the bigger book is basically the same thing with a little bit. I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't
Is
know.
wait, so are the characters like actually like Ghostface and stuff or inspired by?
No, they're literally dressed up as the
Oh.
characters. Yeah.
That's an interesting way to get around like IP issues and things. That's
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I would if I would risk that.
I
That makes me nervous for whoever wrote that.
her name. I'm pretty sure her name's like Molly Doyle or something like that.
I honestly have no idea.
I don't remember, but yeah, it's been a minute since I read it. So, but that's when I
Interesting.
saw my first like Ghostface friggin' thirst trap, and then they just all over my Vera Kane TikTok. They're everywhere,
Yep.
everywhere.
You're never getting rid of them
My
now.
it's literally flooded with Ghostface thirst traps, biker men. Um,
Mafia men.
yeah, literally, it's a glorious time. I have basically 2 different sides of TikTok for each of my accounts. It's great.
It's fine. It's all good. That's literally all
It's
of
a good
like
time.
mine. Like I click between mine and it is like vastly different like for you pages.
Yeah, it's like night and day, literally.
Yeah.
Like Vera Kane is nighttime and Kai Ben is daytime.
And I'm pumped to like start curating the For You page for Azala Romance because I love the little like you know the trend for a lot of romance books where they'll do like the very like aesthetic photo. It'll like describe like the like I don't know, like say for yours, it would be like aesthetic photo of a blonde girl and it would be like girl trapped away by stepmother like for all of her life and then it would flip to a photo of like a mafia man and be like but he kidnaps her and saves her from like her controlling family. I love
Yes.
those style videos. So I want
Yeah.
my entire Azala Press romance For You page to be those. That's it.
Just
Give
just
me
for
nothing
my
else.
book. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Just my book.
Only yours.
Fine. Yeah. No one else's. No one else is allowed.
No. I don't want any other books. I just want Entangled. And maybe yours to take. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm,
I like yours to take.
I'm pumped about it. I cannot wait to start marketing it and I cannot wait to start like hearing the ideas of our content director for that book. I feel like she's gonna come up with some like really good ideas.
I am like I'm supposed to get edits back on July 31st, I think. So
Mhm.
dev edits and then I don't know. My timeline's kind of freaking me out, but
It's fine. You got this. You're good. You can do it.
do I?
You
Do I
do. You do.
really?
You do. I read the opener of it, and it is so good. Like it pulls you right in.
That's what I was trying to do is like give you a glimpse. I am starting to really like when books have different point of views, not like point of views like different characters. I'm talking like third person to first person. That
Oh.
way it kind of gives you like the mystery, like you don't know, who you're reading and blah blah blah. A lot of thriller novels do that and I've been reading
Yeah.
that and I like that, but
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I I'm so sick of writing in third person because my this is what I was going to tell you about. My Chronicles of Evelore, I am debating if I want to just make it a trilogy, like if I want this book to be the last book.
I mean, I don't think I've seen the full plotted out like thoughts for Beyond a Trilogy, but I feel
I
like
don't have any.
oh, so there you go. That's your answer. It's a trilogy.
Well, I was
Just
planning
kidding.
to do like a book for each school year
Oh, I get
because
it. Yeah.
it's kind of like Harry Potter where it has like one for each school year, but one I'm so sick of writing in third person. Like I'm over it. Two, I'm just ready to like be done with this series and kind of like jump into other stuff. Like I love the characters and it's
Yeah.
what I first published, but I'm ready to like move on and
I feel that.
I can't I can't talk about specifically how am I gonna put this without spoiling.
To put this to people listening, we just cut out a giant chunk of spoilers that you
Mhm.
cannot know about because they are top secret. But all I'm gonna say is that Kai is about to pull like a Brandon Sanderson SJM level amount of chaos on you all. So if you have not started her fantasy series, then you should because you're in for a treat.
Yeah. I want the third book to be like chonky. Like I do. It's probably going to be my longest of the series. I just have to figure out how I'm going to make this chaos like woven well.
You got this. I want to see that book and I want it to have like the flop. You know. I feel like that's a
Yes.
big thing now and everybody always talks about it, the flop. Like I want this book to flop and just be like a chunky book.
Oh my gosh, dude. I love fluffy books.
I do
It's my
too.
favorite. It's my favorite. I was talking to Nick about that's my husband. I was talking about printers and like distributors and stuff because he was
Mhm.
complaining about the Amazon quality of my hardcover.
Oh
And
yeah.
I was like, I was like, yeah, dog, like that's Amazon for you. He's like, why don't you just use like someone else or like the publisher, the people the publishers use? And I was like, because you have to order like 1,000 at a time, and I don't know who
Yeah.
you think I am, but I am not paying that. That is no.
You're like,
Like, sir,
so I'm gonna drop 5K on some books. Like
like,
that's
sir,
just
I
so
do not think
unrealistic.
you know how this works.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough being like small presses and self-published indie authors. Like there's not a lot of options unless you own your own
No,
printing house.
literally,
Next business venture?
because I really like the Boys of Tommen. I don't know if you've seen the physical copies.
Yeah.
They are so floppy and delicious, and I would love
Mm,
for my books to be like that, but I mean,
you
I
got this.
can't. I can't. I need to know, who does Bloom use to print out their books? Because
Just send this straight to Bloom and be like, listen, we need to know.
be like, listen, I need to know.
So
I
we can
could
work together
probably
here.
find out. I could find out. I think I could
Do
find
some
out.
digging. Be a detective. You got
I'm
this.
gonna go down the rabbit hole and find out where they print from.
You got it. We have yet again 3-year-olds. It's fine. Um,
Story of my life.
yeah, literally. I mean, I guess no, it really doesn't lead into it, but our next thing we were going to talk about is essentially one of our biggest marketing strategies for our press, which like I guess it kind of ties in to talk about like how small presses have to be creative. Like you need to
Mm-hmm.
find new ways to market because we just are not working with the giant budget that like the big five have. And
Yeah.
waiting for our videos to go viral and like waiting for each of our authors to have that moment, like that's just not realistic. Like it could take a year, it could take 3 years, it could happen tomorrow. Like you just never know. So one strategy we've started to use is many chats, and I mean we both use it. We both love
Mm-hmm.
it. You've used it what on your Kai Venn stuff, right?
Yes, I think I used it on my Kai stuff. I don't think I use it on my Vera stuff as much. Mm,
But
I
we have
might
it
actually
set
have it
up.
on both.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have it set
Yeah.
up on at least the press for your Vera stuff.
Yeah,
Because that's
but I
one that's
know
done well.
I at least have like my Justice and Magic books set up on my account, but I think that you're right. I think that Vera is set up on the press's account.
Yeah, and so for our writers out there that are listening, and want a useful tip, ManyChats is a third-party automation platform, but they are housed under Meta, so it's not like a sketchy third party that Instagram's gonna like flag you for or make your content do bad for. They want you to use it. It is part of them. And what it does is if you've ever seen someone make a video and be like, comment guide and I'll send you my guide, or comment, I don't know, sneak and I'll give you a sneak preview. That's what we do. We use
Yeah.
ManyChats for sneak previews. So we make a video about the book and say comment sneak for sneak preview or some other keyword, and it automatically sends you a link to chapter one of that book. And then you're able to read it for free, decide if the book's for you, and if you like the book, we usually include where to find it at the end. And it has been life changing for like
Yeah.
us marketing. It has probably been our most successful strategy.
Yeah, I feel like for people who don't want to just hop in and spend their money on something they don't know if they're gonna like, it's kind of like if you do like a preview of a book or something like that and read the first couple pages or like sample an audio book just so you can see if you like it and if you're actually gonna enjoy it. It's super nice.
And
Super nice.
and like they have a free option for authors to
Mm-hmm.
use, so authors can test it out and figure out if like if I like this, is it worth it, things like that. And then what I've recently learned is that their paid plans, they scale for what you need, so they start really cheap and they
Mm-hmm.
keep you at that so long as like that's just what you need. And like for me, in the press, since we use it so much and we get so much engagement with it, our amount of contacts, is what they call it, every time you send a message, has kind of gone beyond that basic amount. And so what it did is it automatically scales you and builds you like a little custom package that is priced appropriately to what you need. And I mean, you always have the option to like stick with the basic and not send more messages or cancel or things like that. But I kind of like that it builds like a custom package for me so that I don't have to worry about it. And it's always been so reasonably priced and within budget that it just makes sense for us to use it. It is so much cheaper than us running like crazy ads that we don't know if anybody's even gonna click.
Yeah. And it's super nice because it does everything for you. Like, you don't have to go and message every single person individually and take tons of time. Like, it is so nice. It's so easy.
Yeah, so that is our little like suggestion for authors of the day. Many chats, and hopefully our kind of goal with this podcast is to be like a place where like readers can come get a sneak preview of what it's like to be an author or behind the scenes of the press and just hear us talk about books, but also to be like a resource for authors. Like we want to share any knowledge that we have learned. Yeah, and hopefully we'll be able to bring on some cool like guests within the industry. I think that will be really helpful for people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I
I'm
kind of feel
excited.
like that kind of wraps us up a little bit so we can go on our little ending topics, which maybe might not be so short.
Yes. It might not. I don't know.
Since we're gonna tell you what we are reading currently, which I feel like you have a large list of books
I
you're working through.
I have such a large list. I literally had to put a couple books back on my want to read shelf on Goodreads because I started them and I haven't touched them in like 2 weeks.
Oh
And I'm like, you know
goodness.
what? I read like a couple pages of them. Like, I'm gonna have to calm down. Like, I'll just have to restart them anyway. I don't even remember what the plot is,
Fine. Just come
but
back to
I
them.
I'm like, it's fine. I am reading one manuscript that I can't talk about. I'm about to start another one that I can't talk about that one either. And then I'm reading Savage Fae, which is
Ooh.
the second book in the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac Academy,
Yes.
with our content creator, who
Yes.
sucks because she literally finished that. That book is almost like, I'm pretty sure it's like 600 pages, and she finished it in like 2 days. And I have been
Yeah.
slacking.
I'm like
I'm like,
looking at
ma'am,
it. I'm like, that's a chunky book back there.
yeah. Uh, I I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I
Oh
just am
yeah.
in such a mood right now. And I was sucked into the Boys of Tommen, okay? I literally texted Jocelyn and I was like, I need to take a break because I am in the Boys of Tommen and it's taking everything I have. I can't dedicate to anything else right now.
And also,
Then
for those who don't
you
know,
go first.
when she says Jocelyn, well, I was just gonna clarify. When she says Jocelyn,
Oh yeah,
Jocelyn's
yeah.
our content director. She's absolutely amazing. I'm trying to think. What's her Instagram? I want to shout her out. I need to look it up. It's embarrassing
I
that I
don't
don't know.
remember. I think it's what's on her shelf,
I think it is
maybe, or what's
too,
on
but I just
Joss's
want to make sure I'm not
shelf.
missing like a little like a period or something in there. Nope, it
Yeah.
is. It's what's on her shelf. That is her Instagram. Go follow her. She's amazing. Go support her. She does the best content out there.
We love her. We love her in this household.
We do. But I'm
And
sorry, I
vice
didn't mean to
versa.
interrupt. I just wanted people to know who you were talking about.
It's fine, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. Um, then the second book I'm reading, I try to always have like a physical book that I'm reading during the day and a Kindle book at night because my husband does not like when I have the light on at nighttime.
That's fair.
But the paperback book I'm reading right now is The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson.
What's that one about? I haven't
It
heard of
is her
that.
newest release. It's her
Okay.
newest one. It literally just came out this month.
Maybe that's why I like haven't heard so much about it.
So she's also the author of The Nanny.
Yes.
And Shelby, who is S. Fraser, shameless plug, go check her out.
Yeah, go check her out
Um,
too.
we love her. She has a book club that meets in person, and it was the book club pick.
That's so
So I
cool.
am like 40 pages into that. It's a best friends not best friends, a brother's best friend. 5-year age gap. She's a baker, he's a hockey player. Um, Basically, like, second chance romance, I guess you could say. Like, she has had a crush on him forever, and he's never noticed. Like, he's always just seen her as, like, the kid younger sister or whatever.
Oh, I love those. I love those.
It's I was so mad though because Lana Ferguson has literally been teasing one spicy scene and I have been like waiting for it and I looked ahead and that shit does not happen until like page 300.
No, that's so rude.
I was like, this better be the most explosive payoff I've ever seen in my entire life. And then I'm reading 2 more books, okay?
Oh,
I am
God.
chaos.
I don't know
I
how
am
you do it.
reading. I don't know how I do it either. How? I couldn't tell you. I'm reading an arc. I really need to get ahead on my NetGalley shelf because I have like 97 books from there that I have to read and I have not reviewed. Like my
Girl.
feedback ratio is like 18%. It's
no.
so bad.
Oh no.
But I'm reading an arc from there and it's called I Need You to Read This and it's by Jessa Maxwell and she is the author of The Golden Spoon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a thriller novel
Okay.
about a advice columnist who took over from the other one who was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And then she starts getting like death threats in the form of letters. I don't know how to explain it. I'm very bad about explaining books, but I'm almost done with it.
It sounds good.
I'm curious to see how it's going to be wrapped up.
Mm.
And then the last thing I'm reading. The last thing I'm reading is The Perfect Marriage by Jadiva Rose. I'm listening to that one finally. So I always have like an audiobook on deck because if I'm ever doing something or I'm going to the grocery store and I don't want people to look at me, I listen to an audiobook. So that's the chaos of my life. I don't know how I keep my shit together, but
My list is not as big as that. I am reading a manuscript that I'm literally like, I want to say I have like 5% left. Like, I am so close. It's just that I keep reading them at night when I go to bed, and then I fall asleep with my Kindle in my hands. I'll wake up at like
Yes.
2 a.m. and I'm like, are we actually on this page, or did I swipe in my sleep? Like,
I have to stop. I have to stop reading if I get tired because I would get so pissed off because if you just leave your Kindle open, it's going to think that that's how long you are reading and that's how long
yeah.
it takes you.
yeah.
And then I'm like, I don't want this. I don't want
so
this
annoying.
lie.
Yep. It's annoying.
Like, don't lie to me.
So I'm reading that manuscript. I'm about to start another manuscript that we're gonna read together. I am so excited.
Yes.
I will say
I'm
this.
so excited.
I mean, it's secret. I can't talk about it, but it is a manuscript from an author who's already an Azala Press author, and I am so excited about it because, like, once you're an author with us, the query process is obviously a little different. Like, we consider pretty much any of your stories that you want us to consider. Because like once you're under our press, like we want you to stay with us. We want you to want to publish here, and I'm so excited that someone already is having such a great experience with us that they want to continue with us, and I'm so pumped because the story sounds so good. But
yes, I am so excited. She's gonna know that we're talking about her, and I hope she does.
I hope she does too
If
because
you're listening
we're
to
pumped.
this,
Yeah, if you're listening to this, we are
if
pumped.
you're listening to this, we love you, and we are pumped to read this.
We couldn't be more excited. But those are my secret things I'm reading. People are probably so annoyed. They're like, stop telling us all these secrets that you can't actually tell us.
One day we'll tell you.
We will, I swear. What I'm actually reading is I just finished Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. That one was really good. It is really fast. It is a very fast read. It is probably like the first like cowboy western romance that I've ever read. And now I feel like I've like entered this world where I'm like, I must consume all of them. I need them
That's
all.
how I felt when I read the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver. I am not even kidding. I never thought I would be in a cowboy romance, and I read those, and I'm just like eating them up. Like, I would read that woman's grocery list if she gave it to me. She is amazing.
Literally.
You have to read the Chestnut Spring series.
I know I do. I keep being hesitant because I'm like, I know once I read one, I'm gonna like want them all and read them all, and like that's a commitment. That's a lot of time right now.
It's
But I'll do
so
it.
worth it. It's so
Yeah.
worth it. You
Yep.
must.
I know. And then, well, this is us basically on our knees begging you, if you are a cowboy romance author out there, submit to Azala Romance, please. Like,
Right now.
please, I'm begging you.
Do it. Please. This is all
Uh,
we want, okay? If you're hearing
yeah,
this, do it.
just do it. Don't even think about it. Just query. It's fine. I'll love it.
Just no judgment. We want it. We want it. We
Yeah.
don't care.
I'm sorry. We're so chaotic. It's fine. And the other book I'm reading, which is taking me a very long time because it is very long, but it is really good, and I know you've finished it, is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker.
Yes.
I'm halfway
Yes,
through.
dog.
It's so good. It is really good. Her writing is just so, it hits all the spots.
Tell me why I want to read it again.
I I'm halfway through and I'm like, I want to read it again already. Can I
I
start
want
over?
to so bad. Like, my friend was like, why don't you just restart it? And I was like, that book is thick. Thick. Like, my TBR, y'all probably cannot even see my TBR. It is so chaotic. Like, I don't have time to be rereading books I love right now. I have to get through this. Like, it's an
Yeah.
issue.
It's good. It's fine. We'll get there.
It's fine.
I'm adding an impromptu question that you don't know about to our little chat here. But before we get to our last question, I feel like we should tell the readers what our work in progress is right now. Like, what are we working on? What are you currently writing?
I'm writing my last will and testimony.
Good gosh.
I So I am having an issue with myself right now. Okay, let me
good.
just
It's
let
all
me get
good.
comfortable. Let me get comfortable before I give you all the spiel. Let me hold my microphone
you're
up
good.
to my face. No, I'm
It's
just
so
kidding.
pretty.
It's literally
It lights up. I love
it
it.
changes colors.
I love that. It's so cute.
It's my husband's. Okay, I have nothing to do with it. So who was hurting my baby? Who was hurting my baby?
So
I need to
sorry.
know.
My child has made a guest appearance by screaming. I'm so sorry. Chaos.
Oh my gosh. So I don't even know how to explain the author journey I'm going through or like the choices that I've made. I was really burning myself out by working on like multiple work in progresses at a time. Like at least one for each pen name, which should not be that hard because they're so different as far as genres go, but like
What on earth?
he's like, let me tell you.
I can just hear Sam out there going, Mama's recording.
Like, shh.
Uh,
The
sh-
studio is in progress.
volume down.
I have to like gather my thoughts anyway, so
You're good.
he's fine.
You're
Oh my gosh. So I like put myself down to like only doing like one work in progress at a time, like for both pen names, like just one. So I was gonna work on Trials of the Elven Blade, which that's not a spoiler. People know about that
Yeah.
one. And I was working on it, and I had made a writing schedule where I only worked like a couple days a week because I was burning myself out trying to write every single day.
Yeah.
So I kind of like calmed myself down and I pushed back my deadline, and I was like, okay, I'm only going to write like 3 days a week. That way, 4 days a week, I can clean up the house, I can read, like whatever. I was writing it and I hated it. I could not stand what I was writing. So I said, you know what? I don't usually do this, but I'm going to pause. And I'm going to use, for those who are watching, Save the Cat, which has been literally life-changing as far as
Yeah.
plotting out my book.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like replotting the entire thing. I'm changing female main characters' names.
It's fine.
And then I'm also debating my life about what I want to do about the Chronicles of Evelore. I'm thinking about starting book 3 soon. Either that or I'm going to start the second book in the Luchetti Brothers series. I don't know.
I mean, I'm excited for that one too when you start.
I have it all plotted out and like ready to go.
Yeah.
My toxic trait is like announcing stuff and giving it a release date, and I have not even started the draft or finished it yet. So I
We're
can't
not
do that anymore.
we're not doing that anymore.
I'm not
It's
allowed to do
okay.
that anymore.
Yeah, I will
Like
hold you to it.
y'all will hear me. You'll hear me like talk about all these books, but like I'm not allowed to talk about a release date.
I literally have a book coming out in October and I haven't even promoted it because I'm like, not until you are finished writing and editing. Like, do not talk about it because then you're gonna have to push it back.
Yeah, that's it. I've done that so many times. Like
Mm.
it's my toxic trait.
Like, if I don't talk about it, no one will know. It's fine.
Exactly. Like, no, how would they know?
Exactly. They're never
They'll
gonna
never
know.
know.
But I sent it to the editor today so I can talk about it. And it's One Hollow Love, the continuation of One Hollow Night from the Halloween anthology, which you read
I'm
part of
so
it.
excited.
I remember
I
you read
did.
part of it for me.
I
And I
did.
am pumped because it is probably the spiciest thing I've ever written. It is
I
all
told you
like,
I was like, give me some spicy dicey.
oh
Like, put it
yeah,
in there.
it's not usually I write like enemies to lovers, slow burn. No, this is like night one spice, and then it's nonstop from there. It is all vibes and spice and Halloween vibes, and it's technically a paranormal romance because it's like Demon King and like witchy vibes, and it's Halloween, and it starts in the real world and then takes place in like another world after that.
Yeah.
But because I'm a fantasy writer, I found that like a lot of little details and aspects definitely give like fantasy vibes. Like the
Yeah.
world building and stuff feels fantasy. So like if you like fantasy romance, you might like this even if you don't usually read paranormal romance.
Yes, I can't
I'm
wait. And the
excited.
cover is chef's kiss. It's
It's so
so
good.
gorgeous.
I
It's
love
so
it.
good.
Yeah, I can't
I
wait to
love
start
being on
promoting.
the inner circle. I love knowing shit that I'm not allowed to talk about.
I love that we have a little inner circle. Like we have created like an author
Yeah.
inner circle and it is so fun knowing what everybody's working on, all the secrets.
Yeah.
And I'm just like dying on the inside for them to like post them because I'm like, oh, I can't wait till the world knows this.
I will just be shouting my own secrets from the rooftops. Like I sent my friend the cover of Charles the Yellow Blade that you had sent me yesterday. And I
Hmm.
was like, I just had to show you this. Like, please look at it. And she was like, I'm dying. Like,
I
I
showed my
cannot
mom.
wait.
I sent it to my mom. I was like, I can't tell people about this, but like, look how pretty it is.
My friend was like, she's like, I better be the second person to know after your husband. She's like, you should have told your husband first, then me, and then your daughter. Or maybe your mom. And I was like, I would never be able to show it to my mom because my mom only reads like true crime novels. Like that's it. Like she bought like the first copy of Justice and Magic, but has that woman ever read it? No. And will
That's
she
okay.
ever read the updated version? No, because it's even spicier now.
Which we love. We love that.
I'm very proud of the rewrite and the re-release of Justice and Magic, but my mother is not allowed to my grandma read Justice and Magic when I first released it, and
Oh
I'm like,
goodness.
please don't read the re-release because it's spicy, grandma. No.
It's okay. My father-in-law read my book and my mother-in-law. But my father-in-law was reading it in front of me when we went on our beach vacation and I was like, "No, no, 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 no." I was like, "No, no, no, no. We can't do this here." I'm like, "This has spice. You can't read this."
Oh my gosh, I get so nervous every time I tell people that I write books and I'm an author.
Mm.
One, because I'm not like super successful or well known, obviously, but it's also the fact I went to my doctor's appointment, like my yearly doctor's appointment, and I told her, she's like, hey, how's life going? Like, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I publish books, like, I write books. Like, I'm really nervous to talk to her about it. And she's like, you should be proud. That's an amazing thing.
She's like,
And
"Ma'am, shout it from the rooftop."
I'm like, wow, I love my doctor. I have no complaints.
Yes.
She's so nice to me. Like, thank you, Samantha, for making me feel good about myself.
Yeah, we love that.
Like, I'll try to be more confident when I tell people, like,
You should. You should. You should be proud of it. It's a huge deal.
I talked to my bosses about it, and my one boss was like, send it to me. I want to send it to my sister-in-law. And I was like, okay, like, please don't fire me after you read it.
Oh boy.
Like, just please, please don't.
That's funny. Also, I'm so sorry if you heard the little crash. I get so fidgety, so I've been playing with this little dinosaur. It's like a little dino light. So for those who can't see it, it's literally a little like desk trinket. It's like it used to like light up. There's like a little light, but now it doesn't because it doesn't have batteries. And I accidentally knocked it over.
I've been sitting here trying not to mess with the pop socket on my
Oh yeah.
Kindle because I'm fidgeting and I
We're the
can't
same
because I'm afraid
person.
you're gonna hear it. Literally.
We are literally, yeah.
Literally.
If you do not know us, if you have never met us or interacted with us, we are the same person. Like I swear, like some entity out there was like copy paste. Now let them find each other.
Literally. The
Like
Lord said, make
yes,
one, make two, find each other one day. Like, that's
yes.
another reason why our children need to get married
I
because
know. Literally, we
it
were
would be
meant to find each
perfect.
other. Like thank you God.
Literally. Thank you,
I
Lord.
literally, I think I just said literally like 10 times, but we are
Literally.
so like it's not even funny. Like I feel like there's so many times where we say the same stuff or like have the same thought and we just on what's it called? Personality level and things. Like our personalities, like I don't know, like struggles we face, things like that. Like we are so the same. It is
Yeah.
wild to me. And it's
Yeah.
so refreshing
It,
because it's like I have somebody who like gets it.
yeah. Finally. After all this time.
Yeah, like thank you.
I have no words to even like I used to be so scared to like talk about things and like come out and say stuff to you and now I'm like I don't like that font, Molly. Like you got to
Yeah,
get out.
literally.
Get it out of here.
And it's like I feel like as we've gotten closer, like it's just so much easier. Like I mean, we're like best friends, and like
Yeah.
I don't know. Before I'd be like, oh, I don't want to like offend her, or like I don't know,
No,
she's gonna think this is
it
dumb. And now I'm like, let me spam your messages. Like you probably wake up in the morning
dude.
with like my stream of conscious. I'm so sorry.
Dude, literally there is not much once I am attached to you, there is not a lot that you can do to like offend me or piss me off or like anything
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Like if you can understand where sometimes I just don't want to talk to people and then other times I am just blowing your shit up, like that's what I told Shelby. She's never allowed to get rid of me because I would probably die. I would probably die. I could not. She's the adult in my life that makes the decisions for me.
I feel like she's like that figure for like a lot of us now. Like I feel like in the group chat, like she keeps our heads on straight. And like
Yeah.
with planning
She like
Nevermore, like she's the reasonable one. Like I'm sitting here like, how are we gonna find a venue? Like I can't even call to order a pizza. And she's like, don't worry, I'll call them.
dude, I cannot tell
Thank
you
you.
how helpful she has been in like my author career and like my
Yeah.
schedule and stuff and like getting my shit together. Like I don't know who I was before she came in my life and started making me be an adult because
It's
damn.
the best advice. She just genuinely does. And she'll keep
She
it real
really
with you.
does.
Like she'll give you advice on like a very real level. And it's like so refreshing.
I can't tell you how many times I've asked her, like, if I'm really, really, really comfortable with you, I won't have to ask this. And I'm so comfortable with her, I don't know why I've had to ask this. But I'm like, are you sure you like me? Like, are you sure we're friends? Like, are you positive? Because, ma'am, you're kind of like stuck with me now. Like, I text her all the freaking
Oh
time.
yeah.
I have her location on. She
Oh.
can see I'm just sitting at home on my couch all the time. Like,
She's like, get out of there, Kai. Go for a walk.
she's like, she's like, you need to be getting your shit together. Oh my
But we love
gosh.
her. We appreciate her.
We love her. I don't ever have to ask you, and if I ever do have to ask you, I'm sure you would like be feeling the same thing at the same time, and you'd be like, "Are you sure that you and I are friends? Like, are you sure?"
It was literally like meeting in person. We're like, I'm so nervous. Like, are you gonna like me? Like, we've been talking for 2 years. Like,
Dog, I'm
He's gonna like me.
so for people who are listening who do not know me like outside of anything, I am a lot more social and like outgoing like on social media or like over text message. I hate talking on the phone.
Oh yeah.
I hate it. You can thank my mama for that. I am a very anxious person, like
Mhm.
in person. Like if my husband makes fun of me all the time because like if someone like delivers a package to the house, I will wait until they're gone before I go pick it up. Like I
Oh
can't
yeah.
chance like having to go talk to people. I can't
Like,
do
I'm like
it.
hiding, like watching out the window, like, are they gone yet?
I'm like, can you get out of here? So like in person, I am a very anxious person, and if you ever see me at a signing or
Mhm.
an event or anything like that, and you come up to me and I'm the weirdest person and like awkward person you've ever met in your entire life, it's legit. Like I promise. I promise. Like that's just how I am. I hate it, but I mean,
We come with a disclaimer. Like, disclaimer, we may be
yeah.
awkward, but it's fine, we still love you all.
Disclaimer, I am like the most socially awkward person you've ever met, but like I'm here for a good time. Just give me some time to warm up.
Yeah, exactly. Once I warm up to you, I'm like, you're not getting rid of me. I'm probably never gonna stop
Yeah.
talking. Like, it's fine.
I literally, on the way to Tessa's birthday party, Tessa's my daughter, and Molly came in for her birthday party. I like wanted to puke on the way to Chipotle. I was so nervous. Like
Hmm.
meeting people for the first time because I know I'm so different online versus in person. I was like, what if she changes her mind? She's like, goodbye, I'm going back now. Like, I'm not even coming to this birthday party.
Like, you
I
turn
was
9 hours home.
like, you gotta go. No, it takes me some time to get used to people in person,
Mhm.
but like, anyway, I just went on a whole ass tangent. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. This was the longest wrap up we've ever had in our lives. One time we said this was gonna be short. It's not. It's like by this point you're probably like an hour into this podcast, and it's
Yep.
been pure chaos. But we hope you love
Yeah.
us.
Yes, we hope
Um,
that you want to tune back in for the next episode, which who knows what we're going to talk about? Who knows what
maybe
chaos we're going to have?
maybe we'll have a surprise guest. I don't know. Maybe
We have lots of options. We have lots of good
we
options.
do. We do. You'll
Hmm.
see. You'll just have to come back.
Yes, you must keep watching or listening or doing both.
All right. To wrap it up, I vote we give one short piece of advice, like a little one-liner, no explanation, advice for an aspiring writer out there. Like, what is your go-to quick line of advice?
All right, my go to quick tip for aspiring authors is finish the first draft.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
That's
not allowed to give an explanation, so that's
yeah.
all I have for you.
Mine is going to be never let the algorithm beat you down. Just keep pushing through it.
I hate the algorithm. It's so bad.
We'll talk all about it on another episode because I could do an entire episode on it.
Yes. I hear him still.
Ollie really wants me off, so I feel like
like,
that's
"Mommy."
trying to wrap.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much to everybody who tuned in and listened. We are so appreciative of you, and we hope you love our chaos.
Yes. We'll be giving it to you every single time.
Yeah, we will see you for the next episode. Bye.
Bye.